Massachusetts, and hello, we're going to talk about the Protestant churches of Holyoke. And the first church in Holyoke ever was a meeting house that was near the Baptist area, the Baptist cemetery, and they put a wooden church up there, and that church ended up being the first Baptist church, but of course it's not there anymore. They ended up moving to a location at the corner of South Street and Northampton Street. The Congregationals would borrow their church, and the first Congregational church was not here. It's actually placed near the Lynch Middle School, and they stayed there from about the 1820s to about the 1880s, and then they built their own building that's now behind us, and that's quite gorgeous. This building dates from 1886. The chapel is along its right-hand side. There's a very unique steeple to this. And this is the first Congregational church. The second Congregational church is downtown area, and that one is on Maple Street, corner of Appleton. Also a very gorgeous building with a chapel, a very beautiful Skinner chapel alongside it. Now the Baptists didn't stop there either. A second Baptist church was opened next to the Richardsonian train station area in the back of it. And that one existed there only about 20 years until they moved the Second Baptist Church up to Appleton Street, where it still exists. And the Episcopal Church, that also moved around in the beginning. It was on the corner of Main and Appleton, but they didn't like it there. They wanted to move up to a better place, and they ended up moving to the corner of Linden Street and Appleton Street, and that one's still there. The Presbyterian Church is right across from the library, and that's gorgeous look to it. It has a deep windows, Romanesque look to it, and that one is still in position, although its parish has moved out to Granby since then. And so the Presbyterians and the Episcopals, and who we got left? We got the Lutherans, the German Lutherans, and they had two churches in Holyoke. One was in South Holyoke, and then one was on the corner of Sargent Street and Elm Street, and that one is still there. One was more faithful to Luther, and the other one was more faithful to Calvin, right? So you had all these churches. Then you have specialized churches like the Methodist Episcopal Church, which was where a big parking lot is across from the War Memorial Building. And they also had the Highland Methodist Episcopal Church has a neighborhood church moved up into the Highlands, and that one's still there. It's now a person's house, a wooden house. Then there's also the Grace Church, which was a third rendition of a Congregational church. That one's still there. That one's on Cabot Street, and it's still very distinctive looking. So you can see the Presbyterians, the Episcopal, the Congregationalists, so forth and so on, have moved along. Now there also is a Christian Science denomination that was here for a while, and they were on Lincoln Street in that Methodist Episcopal Church in the Highlands. So there's little branches all along. And again, you can go to my website and you can read about all these places, and you can get pictures and their history. You can get videos of each one, and if they had a bigger campus, multiple stops, and then also podcasts on each one. So I hope you get around and get out and go see these beautiful, gorgeous churches, and thank you very much.